Welcome to another episode of the Kswap 240 presented by Turn 14 Distribution.
It's finally dyno day, which means we're going to find out how much power our K24 makes, and then we're going to rip some tech.
It is dyno day. Finally, the day has come where we are going to see what this engine makes for power. But before we go to Onpoint Dyno, just wanted to give you a quick rundown in terms of small little things that were done. So the valve cover, as you can see, is now a shiny black. Thanks to JP at Stripping Tech for that. I've also got the nice K-tuned coil cover and a oil cap. The other thing I did is I finally hooked up my stack fuel pressure sensor with an adapter fitting from Radium. So this was fantastic. I really do like their fuel rail because they give you all these options in terms of if you want to put extra sensors in, you've got all that. What else can I tell you? I think other than that, this thing is ready to go. We have arrived at the Onpoint Dyno, and it is time to see what the K24 will make for power. DP, guesses?
Well, you know me, I'm always optimistic on the dyno. Sasha tells me I'm an idiot because I always guess 20 wheel too high.
You usually do, yeah.
I'm gonna go with, I'll go with an even 200 at the wheel.
Oh wow, okay, well I was gonna go with that, so I'm gonna go even lower. I'm gonna go with 192.
What a pessimist.
Peak wheel. That's what I'm thinking. We don't know, you know, we've got an S2000 manifold now. We've got no cat, so that may help. We've got the S2000 intake manifold. Some people were saying that's a restriction on the K motors.
No,
so
that's
who
crazy
knows?
Talk. That's
who knows?
talk.
We're gonna see what happens. The motor is high mileage as well, but it does run and drive. So that is what we have going for it. So let's see what happens here. And the verdict is in, and we made just over 200 wheel horsepower. So we are at 203 peak, and I think around 175 foot-pounds.
That means I was right.
You win.
Yes.
Nice.
We both win in this.
We do win, yeah. We
more
both
power is
both
more
of us do. And the engine ran great.
It did.
There's a couple of small things, like I hear an exhaust leak that we're gonna have to track down, and there's a bit of rattling and whatnot, but I think overall, this is a huge victory in the K world versus the SR world, because if you had a stock SR, it would probably produce 200 wheel horsepower. So we have done that NA-wise, people, which is really amazing. I'm super happy. This car is gonna be a hoot to drive. So we're gonna cut to me test driving this thing. Here we are, DP.
Yeah, man. It's exciting times.
Driving.
It's kind of a momentous occasion, isn't it?
It is.
This might be one of the only K-powered S14s driving around Hamilton, Ontario right now.
That's right.
If not the world.
I know, it is impressive. And I forgot, this is more of a track car than a street car. Things do rattle.
Yes. Definitely is not luxurious.
Yeah.
You're on like KW Club Sports.
That's right.
And these roads are not exactly
No, but you can definitely feel everything coming through the car.
There's some vibrations happening here for sure.
And I do have the silencer in the back so we can talk here, so it's not too droney right now, which is nice.
Yeah, unfortunately, K motors are not the best sounding in the world.
God, I know.
Especially with a 3-inch exhaust. I find with a 2.5-inch exhaust, they sound pretty good.
Yep.
But when you go to the 3-inch, they get really loud and a little bit obnoxious.
I completely agree with you. Look at this.
Yeah.
This thing is driving straight. I've got my stack cluster. Everything is working.
Yeah.
I got oil pressure 86. We're cruising at 86 kilometers, 108 for water temp. Oil temperature is at 122.
There, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, got it all here, which is nice.
You do have that weird buzz buzzing on diesel, though.
We do. And I talked to Dave at K24 about it, and some other people. And the thing is, this transmission usually has a dual mass flywheel.
Yeah.
And because that is now non-existent, it does make it louder. We have harder mounts. And on top of that, we've gotten rid of, I don't even know if, is that called a rubber bushing there between the drive shaft
An isolator
and,
or
and the
damper,
output
yeah.
on the transmission shaft too. So that is all gone. So it's one piece. It's definitely very race-like. So at lower RPM on the D-cell, there is certainly some transmission sound.
There is, yeah.
And we'll find out on the racetrack whether that is a bad transmission or whether that's just noise. But
I suspect it's just noise. We talked to some BMW guys who say these gearboxes are notorious for being loud, especially when you get rid of the dual mass flywheel.
exactly.
So, I feel like, I mean, it's shifting well.
No, it is. That's the thing. I've got no issues with the shifter. It's nice. I didn't include my extension. I'm just playing with it right now as
Like
is.
the lower setting?
Yeah, just for now, just to figure it out. To try it out right now.
Probably more accurate with a shorter lever anyway.
Yeah, I think that's a problem when you get up to that longer lever. If this was a really short throw,
Yeah.
then I might like it a little bit better. But right now, it's already pretty long.
Yeah. I mean, it's a stock K24. We kind of knew what it was going to feel like.
Yeah, it's not
But
going to
it
be
feels good in this chassis.
incredibly fast.
It's quick, but it's not like snap your head back fast.
Exactly.
That's easily fixed next year with a turbo.
Of course.
And in the meantime, I think it's still going to feel quick and very capable at the racetrack. And, I mean, we'll immediately get a sense of how fast it feels at the track when you're able to really beat on it
Yeah.
properly. In these conditions, we can't really beat on
No,
it.
I agree.
But we do
It's
need
kinda
to hear the
difficult.
tech kick in. There you go.
Oh, almost missed that third gear there.
Almost a money shift on your first rip.
Yeah, it's gonna take a little bit of getting used to.
Yeah, no,
But you see, like, it moves.
It does
It's
move.
just not crazy fast, as expected,
no.
right? Like, we knew going into this thing that stock K24,
Yeah.
it's...
But hey, listen, we wanted to put this motor in the car and shake it down, and
Yeah.
that's what we're doing right now.
No,
it feels pretty darn good.
awesome to be driving this thing.
And the engine runs smooth. It sounds
really
good.
is. Yeah, man, it's smoother than the SR. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
I
it's way
totally
smoother
think,
than SR. Yeah.
totally think it's way better than the SR.
I mean, as a turbo engine too, once you throw some boost at these motors, they make huge jams.
I'm super excited about that. I think that's where this car is really going to shine, and the purpose of putting a K motor into here will
Really starts to make
explain
more
itself.
sense.
Yeah,
yeah,
'cause,
for sure.
I understand a lot of people are still puzzled by the complexity and the cost of something like this to just have 200 wheel horsepower, and I get it. I
Yeah,
really
sure.
do, but you got to really understand that once we get this car to a point where it's going to have a turbo and it makes,
400,
350
whatever we want to make.
to
yeah.
450,
Yeah.
it's going to be self-explanatory and it should be reliable
Yeah.
all day long.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the end goal, right?
Yeah. I think it's such a well-proven engine, both NA and turbo. There's really no argument that it's one of the best four-cylinder engines ever made, and the sky's the limit with both innate builds or boost. So
All right, let's see what happens.
feels good, man.
Hey, not bad,
Yeah, feels good.
right?
Yeah,
That's not bad at all.
yeah.
Wow.
What do we figure this car weighs? Like 2,700, 2,800
Oh,
pounds?
man. Yeah, probably around there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it feels comparable to the S2000 to me, acceleration-wise.
Yeah, I think so.
It doesn't rev as high,
No.
but in terms of the sensation of acceleration, it feels
Yep.
comparable to a stock
No,
S2000.
I agree. I think that's
There's
a
nothing
great
wrong with a
way to
stock S2000, is there? So
No, sir.
I think it's a win that, first of all, we have a running, driving K-Swap S14.
And everything fits under the hood. Like, we were
Yeah.
able to close it up. We didn't
Yeah.
have to cut any holes.
Yeah.
I mean, oil pressure looks to be great. We're at
Yeah.
80 PSI right now, so I don't think we're going to have any issues there. This is, all in all, a pretty big victory, right?
It is. This is a win, and it's done right. I mean, look at the engine bay. It's beautiful to look at.
Yeah.
All the details are
100%.
taken
We
care
didn't
of.
cut
Like,
many corners.
this wasn't slapped together in a hurry. This was built to be driven
Yeah.
and driven hard. And I think that's the difference between, what you see on social media a lot are these sort of like slapped together, oh, I put a K in my car, but it's just like sitting on top of
Yeah,
the
which is
subframe.
the other car that I saw, which was an S13. that had a K motor in it, that's exactly what somebody did, is just
Right.
like slapped it in there, and that was it.
Yeah,
So
look at me, I'm internet famous.
Yeah.
We want a running, driving car with the correct position of the motor. So we went through a lot of trouble to get that all sorted out. And this is kind of the payoff, is now we can go to the racetrack with a car that runs and drives properly. So at least we'll find out soon.
amen to that.
We'll find out soon.
Well, sweet. All right.
It's exciting.
I think that's a wrap, DP. What do you think?
I'm on board. I just want to get to the racetrack. Are we there yet?
We are heading there soon. Next episode, you will see this car at the racetrack. So if you enjoyed this episode, definitely give us a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. What about those notifications? Make sure to mark them too so you don't miss a video. And as always, if you're looking for merchandise, check out speedacademy.shop. You will find some awesome clothes, stickers, what
All that
else?
good
All
stuff.
that stuff there.
Got it all.
So thank you once again for watching.